yeah, today is Christmas Day, so first of all, Merry Christmas to anyone who's watching. Um, yeah, so I actually have a family gathering today, but I've kind of taken my leave to come here and run through this, so hopefully it's not going to take me too long, because I do kind of want to get back to that barbecue. But uh, yeah, I'm excited to do this anyway. Um, so let's just see how it goes. I need to set up my files. Oh, I forgot to run Tmux. Okay. Yeah, so I guess maybe it's a good time to reflect a little bit on this year's challenges. I think this year's challenges didn't really step up in terms of difficulty as much as the previous ones. The last couple of days challenges have been um, like challenging but fun and like not too hard. I think like approachable is what I mean when I say that, which is nice. Um, Otherwise, we just spend. Whoops, I can't open the file I want. I just spend way too long trying to nut out some kind of algorithm for what we're doing, and it's nice to not have to do that. We've got 3 minutes left before it starts. I still didn't go back and do day 19. I'm actually kind of interested to go back and do day 19, actually. Oh, interesting. So these are the rules. 8 is just 42, so they're the same rule. That's interesting. If you just joined, I'm just looking at day 19 stuff because that was the day I missed. Yeah, 127 is B. Is it just B and A? It is just B and A. We could hard code those, so it's not too hard to parse. I'm guessing the question is how many match? Yeah, how many of them match? If today's one doesn't take too long, I might go back and look at it. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I should go to this dinner and not be antisocial. Oh, okay. So just 2 minutes to wait. I don't know. Are you guys doing anything for Christmas? Anyone who's watching? If yeah, if you haven't picked up on it yet, I do live in New Zealand, and so these challenges come out at 6 p.m. local time every day, which is an interesting time, right? It's a good time because you're off work, and you can do stuff, but it also kind of eats into dinner time, and any gatherings, which will happen during this time. The other interesting thing about Christmas here in New Zealand is, of course, it's summer because we're in the southern hemisphere. And so hearing all these songs about winter or snow or bells or sleighs is kind of weird because it doesn't really make sense. We have our own Christmas songs here. There's a native tree called the Pohutukawa tree. It flowers. It's brilliant red flowers in December. And so that's kind of our native Christmas tree almost. We have songs about Christmas on the beach. It's a very different kind of Christmas. I've actually never had a white Christmas before. And this year was meant to be the first year where I would travel around this time to Europe for my first ever white Christmas experience, but unfortunately COVID stopped that from happening. But it's all good. We can always do that another year. We have 5 seconds to go. let's see what this challenge is all about. So we've finally reached the check-in desk. Whew. Oh, that's cool. It's pretty short. Input. Unfortunately, okay, so we reached the check-in desk, but the registration system isn't working and I can't check in. Noticing, look at your face to quickly add that tech support is already on the way. After all the problems we've had, they even created all the room keys this morning, so I can take yours now and give them a deposit once the registration comes back online. The room key is a small ARFID card. Your room is on the 25th floor, and 25th floor. The elevators are also temporarily out of service, so it takes a little energy to climb the stairs and get there. Suddenly it turns red. You discover a phone number for tech support. Hello, how can I help you? Well, the card doesn't send the right command to unlock the door. If you go back to check-in desk, surely someone there can help you. Reset it. You don't want to climb, but I don't want to climb the stairs. I see. Well, your only other option is to reverse engineer the cryptographic handshake the card has for the door, but then inject your own commands into the data stream. But that's definitely impossible. You thank them for the time. Unfortunately for the door, we know a bit about cryptographic handshakes. The handshake used by the card in the door involves an operation that transforms a subject number. To transform a subject number, start with the value 1. Okay. I'm not going to put the input in there. Const A equals this, const B equals that. Those are my inputs. To transform a subject number, start with value 1, then the number of times put the loop size, perform the following steps. Set the value itself multiplied by the subject number. To itself multiplied by the subject number. Set the value to the remainder after dividing by the value this. The card always uses a specific secret loop size to the remainder after dividing by the value this. So we want to mod this number, yeah? The card transforms the subject number of 7 according to the cards. Wait, starts with 1. It works like this. The card transforms the subject number of 7 according to the card's secret loop size. This result is called the card's public key. The door transforms the subject number of 7 according to the door's secret loop size. Okay, each thing has a different loop size. Okay. Door's public key. Okay, so we start with the value 1, and then we set the value to itself multiply the subject number, and everything has a different subject number. So the card has 7, the door has 7. The card and door use the wireless ARFID signal transmit the 2 public keys. My puzzle input to the other device. Okay, so these are my public keys. Now the card has the door's public key and the door has the card's public key. Because you can eavesdrop on the signal, you have both public keys, but neither device's loop size. The card transforms the subject number of the door's public key according to the card's loop size. This route is the encryption key, etc. Okay, cool. If you can use the 2 public keys to determine each device's loop size, you'll have enough information to calculate the secret encryption key that will unlock the card. Yeah. For example, suppose you know that the card's public key is that. With a little trial and error, you can work out that the card's loop size must be 8, because transforming subject initial subject number by 7 with loop size of 8 produces that. Then suppose you know that, yeah, cool. At this point, you can use either device's loop size with the other device's public key to calculate the encryption key. Transforming the subject number of that with a loop size of 8 produces encryption key that. Transforming the subject number of produces the same encryption key. Oh, cool. Okay. Cool. So we'll just put this together. By the way, yeah, cool. Merry Christmas to you too, pal. Function, what are we trying to do? Transform, we'll call it. What do we need? We need the subject number num and the loop size. So this is transforming, right? So we start with the value 1. It says for loop size times, we want to go value equal times equals subject number, value mod equals divisor, return value. Cool. So now we want to what's it called? It's not decrypt, it's a crack. Subject num and the value, target value, and we want to return the loop size. So let loop size equals 0. Do while true, loop size plus plus. Because we do it at least once, right? I guess we don't, right? We say while true, if if value equals target value, return loop size. Otherwise, we want to do this little process here. Value times equals subject num, value mod equals divisor, loop size plus plus. Sounds about right. Cool. So console.log crack a, no, that's the target value, right? Subject number is 7, A. And B. Input is not defined. Yes. That would make sense. Cool. So we have those loop sizes. That was pretty straightforward, actually. Const A loop size equals this. B loop size equals that. Yeah. So now we can transform. The card transforms the subject number of the door's public key according to the card's loop size. So we want to transform A with B loop size. Oops. We want to transform B with the A loop size, and apparently we get the same number? Yes, we do. Answer is 152.17943. Yes, 146th. Okay. Maybe today's the day we can get 100th. Top 100th. Okay. Oh no! I need all the stars to do this. Oh, it's so sad. Why? Oh, why do I need all the stars? Do I have to... Oh, should have gone back and done them. But that second half of... I'm so sad. Well, what am I going to do? So the challenge was quite straightforward, right? Let me just explain that. So this was transformers going forwards. When we have the loop size and we have the subject number, following the algorithm it said you could get out the value at the end. To crack it, we basically just had to work out what the loop size was. So it was just transforming this, but instead of looping a finite number of times, we just loop forever, keeping track of the loop size until we get the number that we want, in which case we know what the loop size was. Now my problem is, do I go back and do the other ones? I guess I go back and do the other ones. All right. Oh, but I can't do 20. I can't do 20. I can't do day 20. It's way too much work. It's gonna take me hours to do. So I think I'm going to have to just call it. Day 20, I can't do the second half of day 20. Day 19, I think I can do. But I might start a new stream to do that. Because this is meant to be the day 25 stream. Oh, I didn't realize that the last one always requires all the stars. I feel a little bit sad. But maybe we'll just leave it here. And we can go enjoy our Christmas day stuff for the rest of today. So I will just call the stream here for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure for this year. Next year, I will make sure I get every single one done so that we can definitely do the last challenge, because now I just feel like this whole thing is unfinished. I'm going to feel a little bit dissatisfied. But thank you for joining me. Wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Enjoy your break. And I will see you guys hopefully next year. Thank you, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. But thank you for joining me. Wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.